Please be aware that the comments, views, opinions shared on this podcast are not meant to diagnose a medical problem and/or legal problem. If you do have a medical problem or legal problem, kindly contact a professional.
Welcome to An Apple a Day, a podcast, a resource, a community. Share your experiences and learn from others as we overcome barriers and learn to live a happy, healthy life with a disability. Welcome to the community. Here's your host, Jimmy Apple.
Welcome to another episode of An Apple a Day. I'm your host, Jimmy Apple. How you doing today, my friends? Before we get started, I want to remind you, An Apple a Day is brought to you by www.famousapple.com. Famousapple.com is the home site for this podcast, so if you get a minute, go over there, check it out. I think you'll like it. Hey, how you making out with your doctors? Are you going to the doctor? Are you doing the virtual doctor thing? I just did it. I've done it the last couple of days. I've had 3 different doctor's appointments, never left my kitchen. I think it's great. You put on a shirt, you could sit there buck naked from the waist down if you wanted to, and you take care of your doctor's appointments. I think this is the greatest thing since iced tea, these virtual doctor's appointments. They look at you, they refill your prescriptions, they ask you a couple of questions, and you're not sitting in a doctor's office. You're not sitting in traffic getting to the doctor's office. You don't have to get up, get dressed, get out. This could be a thing of the future. These virtual doctor's appointments. Maybe you go there a couple of times out of the year so that they can actually do a physical, and if you have to go get blood drawn, something like that. But these virtual doctor's appointments aren't bad. I'm telling you right now, they're not bad. And the good thing about it is Social Security and Medicare, they're all for it. Well, I guess right now because of the pandemic, but they're covering it 100%. It's great. It's great. So don't worry. If your doctor is telling you they want to do a telehealth appointment with you, don't worry. Medicare is covering it, and they can do it by iPhone. They can do it over the computer. They can do it over your tablet. It's all covered. So don't let it scare you. Don't let people tell you, oh no, they can't do it on FaceTime. Yes, they can. They can do it on FaceTime. I'm telling you right now. They told me I had a 5:14 appointment yesterday afternoon. I waited until 5:30 because he was busy with someone before me, which is fine. I don't mind waiting. But I had my TV on. I had a cup of coffee. What's better than that? I had on a clean shirt. I had on my pajama pants. I hope you're keeping up with your prescriptions. Make sure you're not running short. Make sure you got them set out. The last thing you want to do is run short. And if you can, have them sent to you. A lot of the pharmacies right now are doing delivery. They're doing delivery right to your home. So this way they're keeping people in their houses. So you might want to call your pharmacy and see if they have delivery. It's one less thing you have to do, and it can be delivered right to you. Something to think about. Also, what about your physical therapy? Have you hooked up with your therapist? Are you doing it over Zoom or Skype? You know, the last thing you want to do is stop physical therapy. If you're in physical therapy and your therapist doesn't offer virtual classes, you got to keep up with the exercises that you were doing. Otherwise, you're going to tighten up, and all that work you've done up to this point was for naught, for nothing. So if your therapist doesn't offer the virtual classes, keep it up on your own. Make sure you keep it up. Otherwise, it's all a waste. Hey, one more thing before we get started here. I don't know if you've been over to the group page, Disabled Living, but there's a new poll over there. They're asking the question, how much toilet paper have you gone through since the beginning of this pandemic? Have you gone through 3 or 4 rolls in your house? A case? 2+ cases? Are you at the point where you're out of toilet paper and you're out of coffee filters and you're out of paper towels and you've used all the leaves off the house plants? Are you at that point? Well, they have a poll going. It's just a fun poll. I want to see where people are at. So far, a few people have answered it, and so far, everyone's in the 3 to 4 roll category. Nobody's gone through cases of toilet paper yet. So why don't you go over, take the poll. Go over to www.facebook.com/groups/disabled living and just take the poll. Take a look at the rest of the stuff going on over there. There's some information on that site, and it's pretty fun. There's a couple of different polls over there, actually. But take that poll on the toilet paper. I'm curious to see, with all the running around and tractor trailer loads of toilet paper that have been going all over the country, how much has actually been used. There was a picture on Facebook, a picture of a woman that was at the return aisle at a Walmart somewhere with a shopping cart full. I'm talking about overflowing and underneath of toilet paper she was trying to return. Now, how sick is that? How sick is that you went out and bought that much toilet paper? What was the warning sign that said we needed toilet paper for this pandemic, for this virus? I didn't see it, but if you get a chance, go over there. It's www.facebook.com/groups/disabled living. Take the poll. see what the other people have used so far. Okay, let's get started here. So how's everybody holding up? I know it's difficult. This socially distant stuff, it's hard. But the more we focus on it and concentrate on doing it now, the quicker we'll be able to get past this virus. As long as we stay separated, the virus will die. And that's the only way to kill it. This is an invisible enemy that we're fighting. They keep on telling us that. So this is the best way to fight it. I know it sucks. Believe me. As disabled people, we live like this most of the time. But even for us, this is hard because you can't go out. You can't go to the store. You have to worry about everything that you do. And now it's all of us. We're all in the same boat, able-bodied and disabled. So everybody just hang in there. Well, I got a pretty good one for us today here. I got a couple of news releases, again, from Social Security and from Medicare. But I also have an interesting report about your car insurance. Now, nobody's trying to sell you anything. As a matter of fact, they're going to give you money. Your insurance is going to give you money because of this pandemic. No tricks or hoops that you have to jump through, no gizmos that you have to put on your car. It's because you're not using your car. We can't go anywhere. So I got a report. Share that with you, and maybe you'll get more money back. We have to look for ways. Nobody's making money in this. We're all losing money. Your 401ks, you don't even want to look at them. It's disgusting. You know, the $1,200 that you're going to get from the government, that's all well and good. But some of the people that would get it, they're not even going to qualify for it because they make more than that in a week. And the people that do need it, you know, it's nice that you hear them say, well, it's coming, but we needed it yesterday. Do you know what I mean? And then you listen to the people about this unemployment. Now, I know unemployment is drowning at this point, and they're getting hit harder than they ever have since the beginning. I can only imagine the mayhem that's going on in the offices there. But it doesn't help when you hear them say, well, don't worry because we're going to prorate it back to when you first became unemployed. That's great. And you know what? That really will help when it comes through. But when it comes through, I listened to Mayor de Blasio in New York today, and they've got programs going because people don't know where their next meal is coming from at this point. This is beyond belief. This is a bad movie. This is a bad nightmare that we can't wake up from. But you know what? People are sticking together, and that's the main thing. That is the main thing. And I have to commend everybody. The things that I've seen, you got a couple of shitheads. That's the only way to describe them. These people that are gouging prices and hoarding crap. You know what? There's a place for them. There's a special place for them somewhere else. But for the most part, most people are sticking together, and that's amazing to me. That's really great. All right, I want to get started here with a couple of news releases, and like I said, I got some really good news about the car insurance. So sit back, have a cup of coffee, a bottle of water, look out at the sun. The sun's out here in New York today. We can't go out there, but the sun's out. Sit back, relax, and let's get started, okay? All right, our first news release comes from the Department of Social Security Commissioner Andrew Saul about the COVID-19 economic impact payments for beneficiaries. I want to provide an update to people who receive benefits from Social Security Administration. The Department of Treasury announced on April 1st that Social Security beneficiaries who are not typically required to file tax returns will not need to file an abbreviated tax return to receive an economic impact payment. The IRS will use the information on the Form SSA-1099 to generate the $1,200 economic impact payments to Social Security beneficiaries who did not file tax returns in 2018 or 2019. Treasury, not Social Security, will make automatic payments to Social Security beneficiaries. Beneficiaries will receive these payments by direct deposit or by paper check, just as they would normally receive their Social Security benefits. For updates from the IRS, visit www.irs.gov/coronavirus. Note for Supplemental Security Income SSI recipients. We are working closely with the Treasury to address outstanding questions about our SSI recipients in an attempt to make the issuance of the economic impact payments as quick and efficient as possible. We realize people are concerned, and the IRS will provide additional information at www.irs.gov/coronavirus when available. Please note that we will not consider economic impact payments as income for SSI recipients, and the payments are excluded from resources for 12 months. We will continue to update Social Security's COVID-19 webpage at www.socialsecurity.gov/coronavirus as further details become available. And here at An Apple a Day, we'll continue to monitor the situation and bring you the details as we find them. And we're going to keep an eye on this SSI predicament. And as we get information, we're going to share it with you. Okay? So stick with us. And as we get it, you'll get it. All right, let's move on here to the next subject. Okay, I received this report yesterday from Social Security. It's of interest, and it has to do with the time that we're in right now, really. The future can be uncertain. However, Social Security's Advanced Designation program can help put you in control of your benefits if a time comes when you need a representative payee to help manage your money. Advanced Designation enables you to identify up to 3 people in priority order whom you would like to serve as your potential representative payee. The following people may choose an advanced designation: adults applying for benefits who do not have a representative payee, adult beneficiaries, recipients who do not have a representative payee, emancipated minors applying for benefits who do not have a representative payee, emancipated minors, beneficiaries, or recipients who do not have representative payee. If you fall into one of the above categories, you may provide and update advanced designation information when you file for benefits online, use applications available in your personal My Social Security account, or call us by phone at 1-800-772-1213. That's 1-800-772-1213. You may also change your advanced designations, including the priority order, at any time where you are still capable of making your own decisions. In the event that you can no longer make your own decisions, you or your family will have the peace of mind knowing you have already chosen someone you trust to manage your benefits. We have updated our frequently asked questions to answer any questions you may have about the advanced designation. It's pretty important. This way you're planning for the future. God forbid something happens. God forbid. Stroke could affect your memory, could affect your ability to speak. So it's something important to consider. Look at the frequently asked questions. Go to ssa.gov and you can find out more information about that. Okay? All right, let's move on here. Now, this last report that I have here, it should be good news for everybody that drives a car. Now, this report came right from the news today, and I want to share it with you. It's good news. It's a silver lining, I guess, as they say in this report. Here goes. Allstate Corp., one of the largest U.S. auto insurers, said on Monday it would return more than $600 million in premiums to customers. Many Americans are driving less due to the stay-at-home orders aimed at curbing the coronavirus outbreak. Most customers will receive a payback of 15% of their monthly premium in April and May, the company said. State Farm and Progressive Insurance Corps, also among the largest U.S. auto insurers, are also looking into the driving decline and its possible impact on the premiums. State Farm is considering how to best take this into account and return value to our auto insurance policyholders. While Progressive is exploring how to best return some premiums to customers, representatives for the companies said both companies expect to make decisions soon. There are very few silver linings out there, but auto insurance companies are definitely one of them, said Paul Sandler and analyst Paul Newsome, referring to the coronavirus outbreak's impact on the industries. Fewer incidents generally lead to lower claim frequency, and Newsome expects insurance companies with large auto portfolios, such as Progressive, Travelers Companies Incorporated, and Allstate, to post good first quarter results. Smaller U.S. auto insurer, American Family Insurance, also said on Monday it would return a total of $200 million to auto insurance customers beginning in mid-April. Customers will receive $50 per vehicle covered by their policies, the Madison, Wisconsin-based company said. Allstate's payback, which will apply to 18 million policies issued by the company and to Esurance and eCompass units, follows a date analysis by the insurer of 23 million cars that showed driving mileage was down between 35 and 50% in most states, Allstate Chief Executive Tom Wilson said during a call with the reporters on Monday. The analysis is based partly on data that Allstate collected from tracking products that some customers agreed to use in exchange for discounts as well as other sources. Allstate's data showed no difference between states that had stay-at-home orders in effect and those that did not, Wilson said. Some of the people who remain on the roads are driving faster on what are now less densely traveled roads, which could lead to serious accidents, Wilson said. Next Insurance, a commercial insurer in Palo Alto, California, that covers small businesses, also said on Monday that it would discount commercial auto premiums by 25% because of the stay-at-home orders that have reduced the insurer's risks. Well, that's good news. Maybe you didn't hear your insurance company's name on that list in that article. I know I didn't hear mine, which is Geico. So I did some searching this morning, and I looked up Geico online, and I asked that question. And what came up, it says is to call Geico directly about discounts as a result of the coronavirus. So if you didn't hear your company's name on that, call your company direct and see if they're offering a discount. Some people, they don't want to advertise it. So call them direct and see if they're offering a discount for drivers, the policy holders. And you just might be surprised. It's better money in your pocket than the big company's pockets, right? You could use it right now. I know I could. So that's something to look at, something to check out. I thought it might be some good news for you. We're going to continue to keep looking for ways to save money and put money back in our pockets, especially now. As we come up with them, we're going to share them with you. So make sure you come back. Tell your friends about an apple a day. And I want to thank you for stopping by here today. We got a good one coming up for you on Friday. You're not going to want to miss. So I'll see you then. And listen, always remember, things can always be worse. Right now, there's somebody somewhere that wants to be in your position. And you're probably saying, who wants to be in my position right now? Think of it like this. Right now, you're staying put in your house because you have a house to stay put in. Some people don't even have a house to stay put in. So it can always be worse. Remember that, my friends. Thanks again for stopping by. You've been listening to An Apple a Day. And remember this, laughter is the best medicine. Laugh, my friends, laugh. My name is Jimmy Apple. Talk to you on Friday.
Thanks for listening to An Apple a Day with Jimmy Apple, your gateway to a happy, healthy life. Join our community at www.famousapple.com. See you next time.